Time for some new fuel lines, I think. This stuff here's gone a little bit stiff, starting to crack and break, so get some new stuff here. It's a little bit more flexible, so we'll get that on, put a new fuel filter on. Okay, so we've established we've got spark. We know we had a ton of water in the engine. I've replaced all the fuel lines, so we've got new fuel lines running all the way around here. New fuel filter up to the carburetor. We've got petrol, but she's still not running. Obviously the next step is we're going to have to get this carburetor off and have a look inside, so I'll just quickly whip this sucker off and we'll go from there. Pretty easy to get off these carburetors. All you need is like a quarter drive long extension and an 8mm socket. Tricky to get at the back one there. Enough. Put that back, there it goes. It lives. Okay, that's it. She's off just like that. Ooh, not looking very nice inside there. Alright then, we've got our carburetor off, so let's open her up and see what we're dealing with. First thing I've noticed is if you look inside here, it looks pretty gunky inside. I don't know if you can really see that very well with this thing, but there is some serious stainage of dirt and scum in there, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bowl off the bottom of the carburetor. Let's see what she looks like inside. Oh my God! Wow. It's full of sand. Oh my word, look at that. Full of sand. Wow, no wonder it wouldn't run. Man, I've got some cleaning up work to do here. How the hell does a carburetor get full of that much sand? That's packed full of sand, man. Packed full of sand. I'm just digging. don't know, man. I'm going to have to do some serious cleaning out here. I'm just going to remove the filter from our fuel pump. There's a fuel pump in here, a filter in here, and that is spotlessly clean. Wow. Would you look at that? That is clean as a whistle. So how does that carburetor get so filthy? Yet a fuel pump filter as clean as a whistle. I mean, it does look like the pump's been replaced, because if you look at the pump, look at this pump, it's a slightly different colour. So whether it's been replaced or not, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, fuel. The inline fuel filter here was clear as a whistle. That's the new one, but the old one was clean as a whistle. That's clean as a whistle. Yeah, no carburetor. Well, you've seen the carburetor, so yeah. Has this boat outboard been underwater? The big question. And is that why it was full of water in the crankcase and the oil as well? Oh, well, so we'll crack on. Compression test coming up next. All right then, just going to do a quick compression test on the old gear we picked up a little while back. Obviously, we've got the carb off and we know that was full of sand. We know the oil was full of water. This is the big moment. If she's got compression, we're on a winner. If she ain't, don't know where we go from there. But anyway, let's find out. First thing is swap these plugs out. Borrowed this compression tester from a mate at work. Comes with all sort of different size adapters, but I put the right adapter on her, and all you do really, once you've got the plug out, is just start on the bottom cylinder. It's probably the most likely one to fail. Screw her in. Firmish. Got our gauge up here. It's got a little button there so you can release it once it's done. The next step now really is to hold the engine and help you pull over. And get to 100. Let me just do that properly. Do a couple of good pulls. Oh, look at that. That's good. So we're getting 125 psi. That's right, isn't it? 1 bar psi in the black. So 125 psi on the bottom cylinder. That's good compression. So yay. We want to win it. Let's check the top one. Push this button, drops it back down to 0 again. Just quickly unscrew it from the bottom cylinder. Screw this into the top cylinder. I really don't want to see the top of my head. Get over this moment. A little bit tricky. Screw it in the bottom, all right. Oh, the adapter stuck in. I wonder why it wouldn't fit when I've unscrewed it on there. Oh, left the adapter behind, so that just screws on the top there again. tighten that up so it's tight on this O-ring. Screw that bad boy in. Screwed her in once again. I can hold this tight here, give it a couple of good pulls. Hey, look at that, 125, 130 psi on that baby. So we've got good compression on this girl, so that's a winner. She's going to run, so we'll get the carburetor cleaned up. I've ordered a gasket. I'm just waiting for it to turn up for the bowl. We'll put that carburetor on, and I reckon we can get this girl running. I've checked gearbox, all that. Only thing left to do is the water pump. I haven't checked the water pump yet, so we've got that to worry about, and see how we get on. Okay, so what I thought was sand has dried out in there now, and it's gone like a really fine powder. And to be honest, it's like plaster. It's like the plaster you get on the wall of a house when you're plastering your house walls. So it's just dried up completely now into a powder. I mean, look at that. It's like plaster. So we're going to give this a good brush over. We'll give it a wash, and we're going to pull everything out of it. And then I'm going to put this in an ultrasonic cleaner. The head of my toothbrush is broken. Just give it a good brush out with the toothbrush to remove most of the heavy stuff. Look at that. Look at that. What's coming out of this carburetor bowl, man. Anyway, I'm going to strip it all down. Float, needle. Everything's going to be nicely cleaned up, and we'll get it in the ultrasonic cleaner and see how she turns out, eh? All right, here we go. Let's see what this bad boy can do. Managed to borrow this off a mate at work. I never used one before, but got our carby bits in there. Got a bit of the old Ultrasonic Pro for a touch of sparkle. Ultrasonic Pro cleaning fluid, aluminium friendly. So we'll whack a bit of that. He reckons about 20 mils. He says don't use the heater, just fill it up with hot water, about 40 degrees, and put it on for about 15 minutes. So I'll go get some hot water, and we'll fire this bad boy up, and let's see how clean our bits come out. I'll put the little bits inside the bowl there, just because they'll fall through the bottom of the basket. So let's see what happens. All right then, just a quick update on the carburetor. It's been in ultrasonic about 4 times, and I'm really struggling to get that's through to the main feed, fuel feed, into the float valve jet is block solid, man. I've been ramming bits of blooming electrical wire down here, trying to get it round the bend into there, and I've been trying to get it cleared, and I've been dicking around with it for about an hour. So you don't want to see me dicking around for an hour. So this is just the quick. So what I did, I bit the bullet. I mean, I thought I've got to get the seat out. So I've got a 5mm metric tap and my pin chuck, and I put it in here, and basically I've just tapped out about 3 or 4 turns into the needle valve, just at the top, not all the way down, just to give me a bit of a purchase on there, because I'm going to have to try and get it out to get it cleared. I have already pulled it out, but I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. So I got a little 5mm bolt, which I then threaded in to the seat of the needle valve, which is pressed in there. And then, no engineer would be happy without his claw hammer, I basically put that under there like that, and I'll just leave it, that seat, out of the carburetor body. So got the seat out. I don't know if we can look at that, but you can see that's not blocked at all. Of course, I've been ramming bits of wire and all sorts of stuff down there, so there was nothing wrong with the seat. There's nothing wrong at this end. However, let's put some light on this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but if we look down inside there to where that is meant to, it's not really working, is it? The best. Hard to see with the camera. Basically, down there is just green fur, mate. It's blocked solid. So now I've got that out, I can actually get access to where all the crud is that's blocking this gallery, just down here. I've got my seal pick in there, just giving it a good bit of a wiggle around. And there, you can see what rubbish is just coming out. We've got a load of rubbish just there, and that's just a little wiggle. I was still struggling to blow air through that. It's still pretty solid full of junk, so I'll turn this off there because I'm just going to spend a bit of time now clearing that through. But yeah, what a nightmare this carburetor's been. I've really gone the full hog trying to rescue it. In fairness, I could have bought a brand new one from China for 40 quid, but I'm kind of overbuying stuff from China at the moment, so I paid 14 quid for a gasket set, so let's try it and salvage it. We're all on a budget, austerity, booming, energy crisis, it's all kicking off over here in the UK, so hang in there with me and let's see if we can get this bad boy working. Well, let's get this cleared out and get this bad boy running. See you in a bit. Right, so I've just trimmed back a bit of plain copper electrical cable here, and I've cut off a single strand, and then I'm using that to poke inside. There we go, and that's going right down in there, and I can feel a little bit of resistance as I poke that in, but that there now is proving that gallery, I can feel it bottoming out, it's hitting the bottom, so that gallery now right through to here is clear. You can see the length that that's going in, so that's there, clearing that gallery there right down to that ball. So stick it in there, feel for that Doesn't take much to bend it. It's not the strongest. I'll never get it in again there. There we go. Bullseye. Bang, bang, bang. So that goes in. That's clear, that gallery now. We'll give it a bit of a, we'll give it a little flush down of brake cleaner. Just to force anything back down and hopefully out of air. Give it a bit of a spray in there as well. Some brake cleaner. And I'm even now, I know I've cleared that through because I did feel some resistance in there, so I'm going to just let it soak for a little bit more in our little bath of coolant cleaner. Just get that little agitation to get the air bubbles out. And with a bit of luck, that's going to clean our carburetor up lovely, so we've got no more restrictions. All galleries are clear, and when I bolt this baby back on, it should run like a dream. Alright, get this bad boy back on. First things first, choke cable connected up. So I'll put the throttle on first. Voila. Right. Get a feeling that should be underneath. Check that out a bit. I'm going to check them. I'm not sure if that one goes over the top or that goes underneath and out. I've got a feeling that should probably come underneath, so I might just unscrew that and reposition it. So we go. first pull back. Call that a success. Ain't that the prettiest looking engine oil you've ever seen? Certainly is not in the best shape when it comes to water and the oil. Let's see what's causing it.